And welcome back to Electric Bike Mark. On this video, I'm going to be riding the Cyrusher. This is the Luxe, and it is a commuter e-bike. Looks like a folding bike, but it's not. It's got folding handlebars here that fold down. But this is going to be the very first ride on it. So I'm going to do the first ride and impressions, and I'm bringing you along for the ride. So this is actually the very first time riding this bike. So let's talk a little bit about it. So you're actually going to see the review before you see this first ride video, because I like to do the ride to get the feel of the bike before I do the review. First of all, I want to tell you that the bike has a torque sensor, and that gives you the more natural feel of a bike as compared to a cadence sensor that just wants to take off whatever assist level you have it at, set at. It's going to, once you start moving the crank, it's going to max out whatever that pedal assist level speed is. Whereas the torque sensor goes by your pressure you're putting on as to how fast you're going to go. It gives you a totally more natural feel. So the bike is a 20-inch by 4-inch tires. The one impressive thing that this bike has is it's got a 20 amp hour battery. It does come with a 3 amp charger. It takes 6 to 7 hours to charge it. First of all, I'd like to say it's lightweight too. The bike weighs 70.3 pounds with battery, or 60.6 pounds without the battery. And it definitely, for a fat tire bike, it definitely has a feel for nimble. It feels nimble, easy to navigate. It is a 48 volt motor, 750 watt, and the motor will peak at 1,000 watts. Top speed 28 miles per hour. I don't think you have to unlock it. We're going to find out when we go further along on this ride. And hopefully this light will trigger for me. I guess what I might do, well, we'll see if the light triggers for me. This light can be a little bit stubborn. Sometimes what I'll do, and I might do that this time, I can go down here and do a UE. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, the bike has nice takeoff. Now, I didn't charge the battery up. It's at 4 bars out of 5, and I thought that'll be good enough. The tires have a PSI of 20 max, and I maxed them out. It's up to you whether you want them a little bit softer. I'm going to get over here quick and do my UE. I'll let this one car come and go. Actually, I'm not going to do a UE. I'm going to go down the street. Now I'm in pedal assist 3 right at the moment. The front suspension, it has front suspension. You can lock it out if you prefer. At the moment, I was just testing. It's on the open. I tend to, a lot of times, lock them out, and the reason why I lock it out is because a lot of times I'm riding on the road. Most of my riding is on the road, and so I lock it out to get maximum distance and speed. I figure with the fat tires that I'll get enough absorption that I think I'll be fine. And if it is a bumpy area or something, then I can always unlock it, open it up. Yeah, it's nice and smooth. It's pretty quiet. The bike does come in 3 colors. It comes in blue, green, or gray. I chose this green. I've never had a green e-bike yet, so I thought, you know, the green looks pretty nice. It's like a forest green. Now we're going up a hill, a pretty good hill here actually. It's long and pretty steep. This part's really steep in comparison. And now I'm slowing down a bit, but I'm on pedal assist 3. It has 5 pedal assist levels, and I can feel the difference. When I pedal harder, I can feel it kick in. So definitely that torque sensor is definitely sensitive for that, which is good. I like the torque sensor because, turn my pedal assist back down. I like the torque sensor because sometimes, especially if you're on a multi-use path and you need to regulate your speed a little bit, and sometimes the pedal assist levels, if you have a cadence sensor, what it does sometimes is, for me, I've had a situation where it gives you the in-between, okay? So let's say pedal assist 3, you have it in that, it's a little bit too fast. And then pedal assist 2 is a little bit too slow. And I've said this in the past, it'd be nice to have like a 2.5 or like a half assist level. Well, with the torque sensor, you don't really need that because you just put the, you know, how much pressure you put on, so you have more control actually over the speed, which I like that. The time when you need that the most is when you're on a, like I say, when you're on a multi-use path. If you're on a street like this, then no, you don't need. See what this guy's doing, mailman. He was waiting for me. Okay, so yeah, so you don't, on the road, you don't really need it so much. A cadence sensor is a little, you know, a little more useful, I'd say, on the road like this, but on the multi-use path, I think I would prefer the cadence sensor. Let's go this way. I'm just riding around testing this bike. Okay, let's crank it up a bit and see what it'll do here. Okay, so I'm in pedal assist 3. I'm pedaling pretty good right now. Let's see. So I'm pedaling now, but I'm in gear 8. By the way, it has 8 speeds. It's a Shimano with a trigger shifter. So I'm in, actually I want to go down here. I need to get somewhere where I can test the speed. A little stretch. Because I was going 17 miles an hour there, and go this way. I was going 17 and I wasn't ghost pedaling, which is nice. Just a nice smooth. Now I'm down to 3 bars. So I don't know if it was 4 bars. It might have been close to being 3 bars. So I'm going downhill a bit. Let's see. We got a little distance before the stop sign. That's 4. That's pedal assist 5. Let's see where we can get it up to. I don't know how accurate the speedometer is. Looks like I had it at 29 miles an hour. That was pedaling pretty good. And like I say, I don't know how accurate this is. You can see the battery is at 3 bars right now. And I'm going to change it back to pedal assist 3. So this is a Moped-Style frame, step through, so there's nice amount of room here to be able to step on the bike. But I'm having a habit of, because all my bikes in the past were always step overs, I'm finding myself throwing my leg over on these bikes that are step through. I have to get used to stepping into them. And yeah, I'll break that habit eventually, because I'm going more for this style of bike if I can get it. Let me crank up the pedal assist. Okay, I should just try throttling. I'm going to turn around up here because I don't want to go on that main street. Actually, I can go on this street. I thought it was a different street. It's the next one to the left I don't want to go on. Yeah, this bike feels good. It's got the 20-inch tires. Like I say, it's that light up ahead I don't want. Seems to have a pretty quick response when you start pedaling. It does have a rack on the rear. This bike has a capacity of 350 pounds. And they say that it accommodates riders 5'1" to 6'2". I've got the seat a little bit up from the very bottom. I'm 5'9", and someone once said to me recently, "Why do you just give your height? Why don't you give your inseam?" Okay, my inseam is 30, so there you go, for reference. And I have the seat, like I say, a little bit up from the very bottom. The nice thing is too, these handlebars, the height is adjustable. So if you're a taller rider, you can adjust the handlebars to meet up with your seat adjustment, because you don't want to be hunched over probably. I prefer the upright stance. I'm sure you probably do too. We're just cruising here. Look at this, at 20 miles an hour, 21 miles an hour. I'm not going full speed, so not too bad. And I'm not ghost pedaling, which is nice. Yeah, this bike is... The only noise I'm really hearing is a little bit of the hum of the tires on the pavement, but that's pretty natural, and especially these being fat tires, you're more apt to hear them. Going up another hill here, seems to be no problem. The bike has 85 Newton meters of torque. I didn't mention that. The bike, I should tell you the price too. So the bike is listed at $11.99 sale price. Regular price is $14.99, so it's $300 off right now. I do have a link in the description and a discount code. You can use that to get additional money off the bike. I'm going to go this way. This road has a nice wide bike lane. Check this out. Check that out. Of course, we always get cars parked in the bike lane when they're not supposed to be. It's kind of like, what if we parked our cars on the road in the car lane? What would happen? You think e-bikes have issues now? It would be really insane. You'd never hear the end of it if that started happening. So this is my first time riding a Cyrusher. Thank you very much to Cyrusher for sending me this bike for review. I don't know if I'm going to be able to trigger this light. Hopefully somebody comes along. Come on, buddy. Of course he's going to turn. I guess I'm going to go down here and do a UE like I did the other side. Let me know your thoughts on this bike, what you think. The Cyrusher Luxe. The nice thing about this bike too is it's not overly large, so you can probably fit this into some smaller areas if you're limited for space. And also the handlebar folding down is kind of nice. It's not a complete folding bike, but even just having the handlebar down, you probably have no problem sliding this into an SUV, especially if you can put the handlebars down. So I want to kind of begin my turn here. All right. I'm down to 2 bars. On the battery. All right. So my first impressions on this bike is I like it. It's right up my alley. I'm a big fan of the 20-inch tires by 4, the fat tires. And also the 20 amp hour battery is nice. The speed is good on this bike. I mean, I topped out at 29, which is well fast enough. And the bike looks nice. I mean, I like the style of this bike. It's a moto frame style. I'm gonna hop off to show you the bike one more time. So there's one more look at it with the tan wall tires. Those are Arison tan wall tires. It's got that rack that is integrated right into the frame, welded right on there. That always makes for a stronger rack. It does have a front headlight and a rear tail light and a brake light. No turn signals on this bike. And the bike has something missing too, is a horn or a bell. I don't see. It does have Tektro brakes, I should tell you as well. They're hydraulic disc brakes. But that is a look at the Luxe, Cyrusher Luxe City e-bike. So that's going to do it on this edition of Electric Bike Mark. I hope you enjoyed that video of this new bike. And if you do like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to leave a comment on this or any other videos that you've seen on the channel, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.